Welcome back, everyone. This happens more than we like, and it always leaves you a little angry, upset, or maybe a little bit more. I'm talking about people interrupting you, and I actually used to be an offender. I'll explain why in a second. To help us get interrupters to stop doing what they do is Karen Donaldson. She's going to help us out. I love that we're talking about this.
Oh, me too.
First things first, what do we need to understand about interrupters?
Here's the thing. When people interrupt you, it's often or can be used as a power play to take control of a conversation. Sometimes it's used to switch the entire topic or steer away from a topic. You know, just think of a boss. Sometimes they use it to assert authority. But here's the reality. We get to teach people how to treat us. So if someone keeps interrupting you, it may mean that they may not respect what you have to say. But all's not lost. You can change it at any time.
So in my defense, I was a big interrupter because on this show, I feel like I am tight for time. I got to move the conversation forward. But I had to learn how to stop doing that, how to kind of shut up so that you can finish your sentence and then jump in afterwards, because it didn't play out very well with viewers. Like, they really did not like it. And I would watch myself back and I'd be like, oh my gosh, why did I interrupt? It's a really bad look, and it cuts off someone's thought process, and it's not good. So if you are ready to shut it down, how do we do this, Karen? Help us out.
For sure. So here's the thing. Here's how you can do it with confidence and in a way that's respectful.
Okay.
You need to know that it will feel uncomfortable for you and the person interrupting you because they're so used to it happening, right? So it starts here. First, you have to be intentional with the conversation you have with yourself about yourself. And here's what I mean. In those type of situations, our inner self-talk is often saying, okay, I'm going to be embarrassed. Should I really do it now? Maybe I shouldn't do it this time. We have to switch it so our internal conversation is positive and supportive. So your voice matters, Karen. You've got this. You'll be okay. You know, a lot of the time, Tracy, we are committed to how people will react, and that stops us. But here's what I want people to do. Commit to yourself showing up. Commit to your voice, because your voice matters, right? And just push through that uncomfortable feeling, because that's the only time change will happen.
Okay, so I love that. You're in your head, you're giving yourself some positive reinforcement. Do we need to think about body language as well?
We definitely do.
Okay, what are we doing with our bodies?
For sure. There are two key things and one voice thing we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Now, when you are stopping someone from interrupting you, you need to make direct eye contact, number one. So they are clear, you're speaking to them. The other piece is called fronting. So you're basically turning your upper torso so it completely faces the person you're speaking to. A subconscious cue that what you're saying is serious. And the last thing has to do with your voice. You want to be clear and direct, right? And you want to ensure that you say it as a statement and not a question.
Oh, I like that tip.
Yes.
We do the question thing too often. I think women do that quite a bit. All right, so we have the positive self-talk. Our body is aligned. We are making eye contact. What comes out of my mouth?
Okay.
What do I say?
I got it. So what you say totally depends on your relationship with the person and the setting. So there are phrases for casual interruptions, phrases for meetings and workplace interruptions, and there's also phrases for relationship interruptions.
Ooh, love it. Okay.
The one thing we have to keep in mind is that our tone matters. We want to ensure that people are receiving what we're saying and we're not shutting them down because we're saying it in a manner that's disrespectful. You can be serious without being disrespectful.
Absolutely.
Totally.
I agree that 100%. I'm very good at saying mean things in a nice way. Or nice things in a mean way. Okay, so let's say we're a casual. What might I say to stop you from interrupting me?
For sure. So there's some phrases for casual, but before we go there, this is what's important as well. So you've made the eye contact. You fronted, your body's, right? You need to say their name. So you'll say Tracy, then I'll pause, then I will continue to say this reinterruption phrase that I'll share in a minute, then you'll continue to say what you wanted to say. So here's what it looked like. So in a casual session or interaction where you kind of know people, you're gonna say, Tracy, I've got it. Tracy, allow me to finish. Right? Keep it nice and simple. My tone was calm. It wasn't assertive. It wasn't too aggressive in any manner.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Now it's at a meeting at work. Now what are we saying?
We've all had these experiences. haven't we? All right, so when you're in the workplace, once again, you want to manage your relationships, so your tone is very important.
It is.
So you want to turn to your coworker, once again, eye contact, say their name. So you might say something like, Bob, I appreciate the comment, but I'm okay to continue. Or Sarah, I appreciate your question. If you still have it at the end, ask it then, but allow me to continue. Right? That's what you want to do in those type of situations.
Now, as this is happening and you're being so polite and people are still like, Tracy is on one today. We don't care, right? We don't care that everybody is thinking I'm on one because I've actually stopped the interrupter from interrupting. That's none of my business.
It's none of your business because you get to take care of how people treat you. And if we don't take a stand for ourselves, no one else will.
Fair.
Right.
Okay, so we've done casual, we've done workplace. What else? Is there anything left? Like, how about any general man walking down the street that wants to mansplain something to you, or?
Mansplain a second, but you know the other interesting piece or the important piece is relationships.
Yes,
love
let's
relationship
do that.
or friendship relationships.
Yeah.
Now, in this precise situation, you don't want to create a fight.
No.
Right? You don't want to create a fight. So what you're saying here is, you know what, Tracy, I'd appreciate it if you just stop interrupting me and just give me a chance to finish. Right? That's what's important. The tone and knowing that you want them to receive what you're saying and let them know that you actually don't feel heard. You know, the reality is this. Is it easy? It doesn't matter. It's important. You get to put yourself first. And Tracy, when you build that courage muscle step by step, it increases your self-belief. And when we increase our self-belief, it increases our capacity to show up with confidence in any situation, setting, or whenever we have conversations like this.
I really love that. You can't overstate the importance of that, believing in yourself and stepping into that space. Karen, thank you. She's a genius. Let's go to break.